Game Changer, Vancouver Orcas, Book 2. Written by Amy Aislin. Narrated by Aaron Hokanson. Chapter 1. Most people saw professional hockey as slick suits, hard hits, puck bunnies, and fast-paced action, on and off the ice. They probably didn't expect to see one such professional hockey player elbow-deep in cold cuts. Blair Brawsiski, forward for the AHL's Vancouver Orcas, slapped a slice of sourdough over a turkey and Swiss cheese sandwich, wrapped it in wax paper, and handed it over the counter with his patented customer service smile. "Here you go. Jen will cash you out at the register." He found a real smile for his next customer. "Hey, Jerry, the usual?" "Huh?" The teen dragged his gaze off Jen, Blair's 16-year-old cousin. Yeah, the usual, thanks." He ran a hand down his shirt, a button-up in green and yellow plaid that looked brand new. Last Saturday, he'd been in an equally new-looking shirt, that one in various shades of blue. The things teenage boys did to impress someone they liked. Had Blair ever been that young? Didn't feel like it, especially when his plantar fasciitis acted up and his knees began to hurt before he ever got out of bed in the morning. He'd just turned 30, and some days he felt closer to 60. 30 was practically middle age in hockey years, though. "How's the store today?" Blair asked as he built the kid's Reuben. "Good," Jerry said, his gaze trailing to Blair's left, where Jen was passing a water bottle to a customer. "Busy, real busy today. We had someone come in and ask about gift registries, but we don't really do that, you know? We're just a toy store. She got all upset and my manager had to come out. And then we had someone buy all of the Rubik's Cubes. Like, all of them. Even the extra stock we had in the back. And then a group of tourists came in, like 17 of them, all part of some bus tour or something. That's why I'm taking my lunch break late." "Late?" Blair checked his watch and cursed under his breath. Quickly, he finished the sandwich, wrapped it up, and handed it over. "Enjoy." Jerry didn't acknowledge him, already heading towards Jen to pay for his lunch. "Ma?" Slipping off the disposable gloves every employee was required to wear when handling food, he kissed his mom's cheek. "I gotta go." Alexandra Boras was a tall woman, only a couple of inches shorter than Blair's 6'1". When she turned a frown on him, while also making a mortadella and provolone sandwich for a customer, they were nearly eye to eye. "You said you could stay until closing." "I said I could give you a few hours. It's been 4. 20 more minutes, she insisted, "until we get rid of the line." There was no getting rid of the line at his parents' deli/food shop on Granville Island, especially not on a Saturday afternoon. The island was a massive indoor market with food and produce stores, local crafts and artisans, including the toy store Jerry worked at, and plenty of galleries. It was one of Vancouver, British Columbia's most popular attractions, bringing in tourists and locals alike, even in early January when most people were swimming in holiday debt. "I can't," he said. "I have a meeting, and then I have to get to the arena for the game." Ma slapped mustard on a bread bun and offered her cheek for another kiss. Blair obliged. "I'll see you soon." "Have a good game, Pethimu." Blair kissed her other cheek at the term of endearment, one of the very few Greek phrases he understood, which most closely translated to "my child." "Love you." His parents did not understand hockey. Or rather, they didn't understand how batting a puck back and forth could possibly be called work. As children, Blair's ma and dad had emigrated to Canada from Greece and Poland, respectively. The value of hard work and family had been stressed in his household for as long as he could remember. Still, they might not understand it, but that hadn't stopped them from supporting him. In fact, they'd purchased meet-and-greet delicatessen from the previous owners before Blair was born, and they'd work their asses off to be able to pay for him to play an expensive sport. And despite the demands of the shop, one of them had always attended his hockey games when he'd played in the junior leagues. For years they'd kept a tiny black-and-white television in the equally tiny office to watch his games. Blair had recently set them up with a live streaming package, though, so now they watched his games on their phones or tablets if they were here late. They were the best, and he wouldn't have gotten this far without them. So what was he supposed to do when he checked his voice?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?